Welcome to practice. I'm Donna Cavanough. We're going to begin laying down today and having your legs bent and your feet hip width and parallel. And finding the flat of the floor to support your spine. If you need a little blanket under your head, take that. Finding your breath. And noticing just how you feel. As you exhale, press your lower back into the floor and lift your heels. As you inhale, just lay your feet relaxed back to the floor and arch your spine away from the floor. Exhaling, pressing your back, lifting your heels. Relaxing your feet, inhaling, lifting the spine. Keep going. You can add arms into this as well. So as you inhale, your spine is lifting, your arms can go overhead. As you exhale, your heels lift, your spine presses down, your arms go back by your. Inhaling, arms overhead, feet relaxed, lift the spine. You can try lifting your feet all the way off the floor as you exhale and press your back. Place them back down, nice and relaxed as you inhale. Feeling the warmth of the core body. The flow of your breath and the flow of your movement. Good. And then just relaxing now, arms back beside your torso. Letting the core body relax. Feeling the flow of your breath. Great. And then we're going to roll over to the right side and come into a seated position, kneeling if you can, and if not, sit with your feet out in front so you're comfortable. And if you sit onto a blanket, it tends to help you lift the spine. You can use the blanket to put underneath your sit bones. So I've got my little blanket that's already been folded up. I'm going to fold it again and make a little pillow where my ankles fit just either side and they're under my hip. So please don't kneel if it hurts your knee. Just sit with your feet out in front. And as you find your virasana pose, hero pose, letting the legs relax a little. Try to have your feet parallel and feel the alignment of your spine. Notice if the head is falling forward a little. Lift the chin, relax your shoulders. Use the front core of the body to lift and press and support the back core of the body. Good. And then with the arms again, as you inhale, we're going to take the arms up as straight as you can, as high as you can, and down. In your own time with the breath, letting that flowing movement into the shoulders and the chest and the upper back. Noticing what it feels like to connect to your breath, to connect to your movement. Lovely. Releasing. And we're going to hold the arms out in front and actually interlock your fingers and then turn your palms to face forward. And then we're going to take the arms up as high as they'll go for you. Mine won't go high because of my frozen left shoulder, but you can take your arms as high as you can, press out through your palms, take your hands back, and making space, relaxing face and throat. Finding the breath. Good, and then releasing that side, interlocking your fingers the other way, so other index finger on top, press out through the palms, finding your straight arms, and taking your arms back as far as they'll go for you, lifting up through your index fingers and back through your small fingers. Feeling the flow of your breath. Good, and then releasing. Nice work. Put your hands down now behind the line of your hips and feet and making a back bend shape. So you can be right up onto your fingertips there. Lifting the bones of the spine, making more space for the lungs as you breathe in. Good, neck nice and relaxed. Good, and then releasing. And we're going to be in all fours, fingers wide. Press your fingerprints, base of the index fingers. And we're going to just sway the hips from side to side, so the knees are about hip width distance. And as you sway your hips, also arch your spine up or down in a way that just feels like a really nice stretch for your lower back, and particularly the sides of the lower back. Great. And then you can do the same thing from downward facing dog pose. So tuck the toes under, knees up from the floor. And I have to move my left hand, but you can keep both your arms forward. And again, we're going to be swaying the hips from side to side. And looking for that stretch in your lower back, the back of the waist. Pressing the heels down. The head just relaxing. So the neck is long. Good. And back to center. And then take a rest with your beside you in child's pose. And as you breathe, finding your back body, particularly the torso. Feeling the ribs moving, the spine moving with the breath. Nice. Take your arms forward into forward virasana. So both hands as far forward as you are able to. Relaxing the bones of the spine forward. Great. And then back up into all fours, but walk your knees back. So a bigger distance between hands and knees. And this time we're going to make some spinal wave movements forward and back. So you might notice as we travel through these little vinyasas or sequences that the body starts to limber up. We encourage suppleness, movement, flow. And the other direction. Bring your toes under, so tuck your toes under, and your knees just off the floor. Lift the spine to where your spine feels like it's in a comfortable shape, and lift your tummy to support. Pressing your fingerprints down, base of the index fingers. Knees to the floor, and arms back by the sides of your body. Finding the flow of your breath. Inhale and come up. And use your blanket now under your knees because we're going to kneel up for a moment. And right foot forward. You don't have to use the blanket. Your knees are fine on the floor. Good. And we're going to bring the hands forward so we can put them on the floor either side of that front foot. You might need to be up on fingertips like I am. So squeeze your fingers as though they were around imaginary tennis balls and get the weight right down through the fingertips. Hips are going to come forward. Lift the belly, lift the chest, look forward. Allowing the hips to move forward, to feel a little more spacious, a little more relaxed. And breathing. Nice work. And second side. Little balance challenge, changing sides. So hips are going to come forward. Be right up on your fingertips if you can. That doesn't help if you've got long nails. Bring hips forward, lift the belly, lift the breastbone. Relax the shoulders. Finding your flow of breath and allowing the hip joints to become more spacious, more aligned with the flow of the breath. Good. And then releasing. All right, we're going to put both knees on the blanket, tuck the toes under and put your hands on the floor. And see how you go, just lifting your knees off the floor. You might be able to roll back so you get your heels as close to the floor like a squat with your arms forward. And then gently rolling back and placing your knees back down into your kneeling position. And then you might be able to lift your hands off the floor, bring your body weight over your heels. And then you can either try lifting your knees from here without using your hands, or place your hands back down on the floor, because we're going to try and lift the knees and roll back into that squat position again. Whoa. Heels back to the floor. Malasana. And then kneeling again with the toes tucked under. So use your hands on the floor if you need to. And again, squatting. And again, kneeling. Whoa. One more. Squatting. And I'm going to lift up to standing from here. And otherwise, help yourself to come up to standing, however that makes sense. You don't need your blanket. Standing so you're facing the long edge of your mat. Feet underneath your hips. Finding the flow of your breath. Standing forward bend, Uttanasana. Don't reach all the way into your forward bend, so slide the hands back up your legs, even put them up on the thighs, so that you can arch your spine up and down, as if you were doing the cat stretch. And find as much movement, as much suppleness as you can. By really paying attention to the movement of your back here. And if your legs are really hampering this movement, make sure you bend your knees. Finding your easy movement in the spine. Arch the spine down. You have a back bend shape. And then we're going to reach the top of the head further forward. And then start to try and straighten your legs, and put your hands where it makes sense for you now. If you're doing one leg at a time, hold it. Really try to feel the stretch, the challenge and difficulty of the stretch, as well as the good feeling or easy feeling. Good. So you can do one leg at a time, alternating, or you can try both legs. Good. Now from your forward bend, we're going to bend the knees, and we've got the legs parallel. Keep them parallel so your feet are parallel. Bend the knees, and we're going to lift the torso and lift the arms up by the ears into Utkatasana, powerful pose. Feel the front core of the body really pressing to support the back core of the body. Good. And then from here, hands in front of the heart, come back into your standing forward bend, but really find that movability of your lower back. So you want the skin there to feel nice and relaxed as you explore the stretch in your legs. Good, and then bend your knees as deep as your knees can go. Bring the torso up, lift the core of the body, lift the arms up by the ears. Strong core, Utkatasana. Good, and then one more forward bend. Hands in Namaste. Feel your back bend. Stay nice and relaxed in your lower back. And stretching the back of the legs in Uttanasana. Great, and then bend the knees and inhale and rolling all the way up. And arms up, Urdhva Hastasana, looking up. Good. And Tadasana. Step your feet out your own leg length distance for Trikonasana. Turn your right foot out at 90 degrees and your left foot in about 30 degrees. And you want your heel, your right heel, to line up with the center of your left foot in an arch. We're going to lift both arms from the shoulders, although I can't lift my left one yet. Getting better. We're going to reach to the right side. And then we're going to reach back to the left side. Now, when you reach back to the left side, take your right arm up by your right ear. So you get a nice stretch in that right waist, right rib. Good. Reaching out to the right side. As far as you can. Good. Lifting up. Take the left hand onto your left leg. And right arm is going to lift up. Good. And we're going to do one more. And then take your right hand all the way down onto your right leg and your left arm straight up. Or hand onto the hip if you have an injured wing like me. We're going to lift the kneecaps. Roll the left hip back, the left rib back, looking up at the ceiling. Enjoying each breath. Good. And then we're going to come up and change the feet to the second side. Arms lift from the shoulders. And we're going to reach the left arm as far as you can. And then lift your torso back up. Take the left arm up by your left ear. Reach your right hand back down your right leg. And lengthening the left rib. And then reaching the left arm as far as you can. And then lifting back up. Really lengthening the left rib. Good. And one more. And then take your left arm down onto your left leg and your right arm up. Lengthening both sides of the waist. Rolling back the right side of the body, right hip, right rib, letting the heart shine. Outward, upward, feeling the flow of your breath. Strong legs, wise feet. Inhale and coming up. Nice work. We're going to turn the heels out and toes in. Prasarita Padottanasana. Let's take the arms up by the ears, looking up. And as you exhale, hands in Namaste and take the torso forward. You're going to bring the hands onto the legs or the floor where they support you. Lift the kneecaps, lift the sit bones, and arch your spine up and down. Keep the legs strong, but try to find that movability, suppleness. You can bend the knees if that helps you find your movement in your back. Arching up and down. Noticing just how much movement there is. Arch the spine down, look forward. Good. Straighten your legs, lift the kneecaps, lift the sit bones, quadriceps. And reach the top of the head as far forward as you can or as close to the line of the feet as you can. Good. Bending your knees. Starting to sink the hips down towards the floor behind. And then you're going to straighten one leg, so the left leg and the right leg bends, and then straighten the right leg and the left leg bends. From side to side. Back to center and lifting your torso. Arms up. Looking up. Beautiful. Hands in namaste. Step or jump your feet back to hip width. Tadasana. Finding the flow of your breath. Your mountain pose. Notice your feet on the floor and the balance of your body over your feet. Speaking of balance, we're going to bring the weight into the left foot. And you can do this with your tiptoes, the right tiptoes touching the floor, or you can lift your leg high. And if you lift your leg, you can take hold of your knee. You can even take hold of your foot. But we're going to take the leg out to the front, or the knee out to the front, or the foot out to the front, and then out to the right side. And to the front. And to the right side. And one more to the front. Good. And then we're going to place the foot down without falling into place. Find where your foot is going to land, hip width parallel to the left. Back into Tadasana. Balanced on your right leg. You might be doing this with your tiptoes touching the floor. You might be able to hold your knee. You might be able to hold your foot. So we're going to take the knee or the foot out to the front and then out to the left side. And to the front. And to the left side. And to the front. One more to the left. Back to the front and placing the foot down, finding where you're going to land. Tadasana. Step or jump your feet wider than your leg length. Right leg out, 90 degrees, and this time we're going to bend the leg for Virabhadrasana too. Arms out from your shoulders. We're going to reach back to the left side. So left hand, left leg, right arm by the right ear. Bend the right leg. And then reach over your thigh to the right side. Lift the arms to shoulder height. Good. Lifting the torso back up. Left hand, left leg, right arm by the right ear. Really reaching back. Bend the right knee. Good. Reach the torso over the right leg. Lifting the left arm. Good. One more of those. Left hand, left leg, right arm, right ear, looking up. Bend the right knee. Good. And then from there, just lower the arms to shoulder height or lift the left arm to shoulder height. Looking over the right fingertips. Virabhadrasana 2. Lifting the front core of the body, the internal support, the pelvic floor, and finding the flow of the breath. Oh, nice work. Coming up and changing the feet direction to the left. Bending your left knee. Lifting the arms from shoulder height. Good. And we're going to reach back to begin with. Right hand, right leg. Left arm, left ear. Looking up. Good. And then reach your torso over the left side. Lift back up. Using your core awareness. Right hand, right leg. Left arm near the left ear. Looking up. And then reaching the torso out and over the left thigh. Lifting back up. Right hand, right leg. Reach back. Last one. Bring the arms just to shoulder height. Really bend into your left knee. Lifting the front core. Internal support. And breathing. Shoulders relaxed. lifting up. Nice work. Turn to face the long edge of your mat, toes out. Start to drop the hips, but lift the pelvic floor, lift the lower front abdomen. Take the knees back as wide as you can. Enjoying the flow of breath. Good. And then coming up. Ah, so lovely. You can wiggle your feet back to Tadasana. Ah. And then we're going to come to sit down. So I'm going to try that without using my hands. But use your hands, use your wisdom, and take a seat, appreciating your movement, just as it is. A seat onto your blanket. And we're going to do wide legs out in front. Bring your hands behind your hips to help you press the spine forward as far as it will go for you. So you might be upright, you might have some forward movement, but press the spine forward as far as your spine goes. We'll have the legs nice and straight. Press out through the soles of the feet. If you're very tight in the hamstrings, you can try pointing your toes away, which will give your back a little more freedom. Otherwise, you can point your toes towards you. Okay, put the hands now in front, if that makes more sense for support. And just noticing where you have arrived. Okay, and then we're going to walk the hands and turn the torso towards the right leg. But try not to lift the torso away from your forward movement. So keep your forward movement, and then we add in this sideways movement. And if you particularly reach with your left arm here towards the little toe of your right foot, you'll get more stretch in that left lower back. Mm. Mm. Feel the flow of your breath. Just allow the movement to happen by making space. Good. Keep your forward movement and bring your torso back to the center. Maybe you've gleaned a little bit more forward movement. Maybe not. Keep your forward movement and bring your torso, your hands towards your left leg. And if you particularly reach here with your right arm towards the little toe side of your left foot, then you'll stretch right lower back. Good, and then we'll keep the forward movement and come back to the center. And with each breath, lifting the breastbone a little and easing it forward, easing the bones of the spine forward, finding the flow of your breath. Good, and then lifting up. Nice work. We're going to lay down now. Feet hip width and parallel. Mm. Right leg into the chest and find space for the right hip. Find deep, relaxed breath. Keep your knee nice and close and bring the sole of the foot so that it's parallel or facing the ceiling. And again, find space for the front of the right hip. If you're not holding your foot, hold your leg or your thigh. Try not to press on those tendons right behind the knee. You'll get in the way of your own stretch. All right, so making space, and then we're going to make that leg as straight as you can. But notice as you try to do that, the knee moves away from the chest. And I want you to bring the knee back to the chest, bend the leg again, and now try to straighten without moving the knee. Good. And then we're going to take that leg as straight as it goes out to the right side without rolling to the right side, to keep the left side of your body nice and anchored. You can even just let the weight of your bent left leg fall a little to the left to help you counterweight. Good. And then bring the leg back up to center across your body. You can swap your hand hold into the left hand. And now we feel a stretch and opening in the back of the right hip. So across your body to the left with that straight and straightening right leg. Relax everything else. Good. And then back to center. And just relaxing that leg back down. Take a moment in your neutral spine position. Good. Left leg hugs in. Make space for the left hip joint. Great. Where your knee is, keep it nice and close to your chest. Bring the sole of your foot to face the ceiling. Left foot, that is. Right foot just stays relaxed on the floor. Okay, now this is where we try to straighten the leg, but keep the knee as close to your chest as you can. Exploring where that is awkward or difficult. But just finding the flow of your breath. We're not trying to force anything here. Rather be curious about where you can make more space. Good. Now when you've got that leg as straight as it's going to go, take it out to the left side. Remember, you can use your right leg as a counterweight here, but we want to stay anchored through the core body down to the floor on both sides, the right side as well. You might be able to re-stretch. Good. And then back up to center and swap your hand hold so that you can take your left leg across your body to the right side now. Looking for a stretch in the back of the left hip. So you want to keep your left sacrum on the floor. Good. And then releasing. Put your feet into Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Just relax your arms where they feel good for you. That might be cactus arms, arms overhead, or arms by your sides. Taking some deep breaths now. Relaxing your legs and your hips, your back. We're going to bring the legs together now. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock a little from side to side. Hip joints relaxing, back relaxed, upper body relaxing, finding the flow of your breath. Finding your movement now as you roll to your right side and come up to sitting. Bringing your hands in front of your heart. And take the feeling of the practice with you. Namaste.